Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And please help me welcome back to the channel, Trish of Trish Jaimes Tarot, Oracle, you name it. You name it. Hey, Trish.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here and pull some cards. So, yeah,
Perfect.
excited to be here. Thank you so much, Marina, for having me on your channel.
Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. And I've been, sort of waiting for the opportunity when we can, pull some cards and do some readings. So that is going to be fabulous. So
messages back to people. Beautiful.
Exactly. And I will tell you guys the way that that we're going to do this is I will be using the fickle finger of fate to determine who gets a reading. Okay. In order to enter for an opportunity to get a quickie free reading, I'll ask you to type in #Oracle like that in the comment section below. It only works during the live show. So if you're watching the show in replay, I'm sorry, and you leave a comment. I appreciate the comments. I really, really, truly do. But if you don't get a call back saying that you won, that's why, because it only works during the show. And I'll be pulling 3 names at a time so that you know if you've been picked and your name is coming up. I will ask you to please confirm that you're here and then post your question. So you could say, yep, I'm here. My question is blah, blah, blah. Okay, that way, hopefully I'm not going to miss too many, and I can kind of have some kind of a semblance of things working, because the last thing that we want is, for things to get lost in the shuffle and so on. And I know you all want to get readings from Trish. I'm just making it possible for you. So there you go. And speaking of that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on my channel and on Trisha's channel. I do have her information listed in the description of the video. Check out her fabulous Oracle cards, her web page where they're all listed. And you said you've got some news about one of your...
I do. I should mention to you all, just so when this deck goes out of stock and it's no longer on the website, I don't get the email saying, when's that deck coming back into stock? Because it's not. This is the deck that's going out of stock. Now, this deck was created in 2023 to do predictive reading for years coming up between 2023 and 2025. So the new one that's been downloaded is energy, because it's shifting energy coming in. And so there's lots of new changes coming in. And so I've downloaded new information that's coming in between 2026 and 2030. So I'm working on a brand new, beautiful deck. It's very warm, very colorful. It's on a black base, so the color just pops out of it. It's really pretty. So it's got some of the cards out of here. Obviously, your volcanoes, your earthquakes, they're going to stick around. So they're going to be still in the new deck. They're going to have a facelift. They'll have a whole new image to match the new deck. They'll have a beautiful new title, and the title's going to be this deck is going to be able to read multi-purpose. So you're going to be able to use it for your own personal readings, to do one-on-one client work, to ask questions about your own life, and also world events, as well as predictive energies coming up. So I'm making it so you can do everything with it. But it's it got new energy in it, new cards in it. It's so beautiful. And I was hoping that this one would run out about the time the new one comes in, but it's looking like this one's going to run out early. So I just thought I'd let you know, once this one's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. It's making way for a brand new, beautiful 2026 predictions deck.
Excellent. There you go. And that is the predictions deck, right?
Currently, it is predictions. Yeah, the predictions.
Yeah. So it'll be another wonderful predictions deck. Something else that I have to put on my list. Yes. And Hope Suzanne wanted to know, what will the new deck be called?
It's going to be called the Forecaster. So it's kind of like predictions, but the Forecaster. So you can forecast your own upcoming personal predictions, or your forecasting world event predictions. But you can read it as in looking at what's going on in current, present time events as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to seeing that one and adding it to
Yeah.
my collection.
It's
So
beautiful. I love it.
yeah,
Every new deck I work on is my new favorite. So this is the one I'm on at the moment, and I love it. It's
excuse
really,
me.
really
Yes,
pretty. And
yeah,
this is my latest too. This is the one that I told you all that I was working on.
yes.
This one here. This is a prototype, so it's come in now for me to have a look, see if it works. So that's what I'm using today for everybody, so they can see how this one looks and making sure that it works, because I've got to use it, practice with it, make sure I need to make any changes before I put it up for everybody else.
That is that's very generous of you, because you know what, you could kind of take the attitude that, well, here I am, I put it together, do
Yeah,
whatever. But I
yeah.
like the fact that you
No.
tested it.
I've
So,
had one deck that didn't work,
hey,
and only one. I had one deck that didn't work and never put it up. So, and I won't
yeah,
put it up because I couldn't get it to work. Something I did notice though when I was working with this one here is, before we get into the readings, is that I was working with it and playing with it, and I didn't understand it, the first cards that came out, and so I communicated with it. And sometimes when you get your new deck, I sleep with this deck because it's new. I
yes,
sleep with it to put my imprints into it.
yeah,
So I was having a communication with the deck. How would you like me to read you? Would you like me to ask you questions and you give me answers? Would you like me to do layout? You give, and I just read intuitive, making sentences. I was
yeah,
asking the cards as I'm shuffling. They were pulling out how they want to be read. And then I said, and what kind of readings would you like me to do with this? Can I do love readings? They told me it may be a little bit challenging to do love readings because it doesn't have like new love,
yeah,
all those kind of love energy in it. So they said that might be a little bit challenging. I asked if it will be useful for like the Neptune moon style of readings. It said it will do those, light codes and all of that hidden information coming through. And then I said, and can it do general purpose kind of energy? And it was positive. It had the positive card. I can't remember. I don't know all my cards yet. I don't know what they're
yeah.
called, but it was one of those positive ones to say that, yes, it's on board, ready to go to read those type of questions. So yeah, just
Perfect.
communicating with it, getting to know it, talking to it as if it's an entity, it's your tool, it's your psychic tool. So getting familiar with it, getting it familiar with you, and understanding how it wants to be read. So yes, just something that I just learnt from this deck this week.
Fabulous, fabulous. And yeah, for those of you that are, if you do not get the same message from a particular card, follow your own intuition.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%.
Follow your
Yep.
intuition, because
Yep.
that's how it's communicating with you.
That's
It
right.
doesn't communicate exactly the same
Yep.
way under exactly the same circumstance with everyone.
Yep.
So
Your intuition first always. That's the
yes,
most important thing. Yeah.
yes, absolutely. And thank you, all of you that have joined us. I know that we are at 111 people right now. Very
Beautiful.
fortuitous number. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yes. So yeah, just want to say hello and welcome to all of you. I'm so glad you're here. Allie is in the room, and Dawn Turner. Viviani is here with us, and a whole bunch of other fabulous, fabulous people.
Yep.
So
I've
let
seen
me,
lots of familiar names, lots of deck people that have buy desks. I see your name scrolling
yes,
too. Welcome, welcome everybody.
yes, absolutely. All right, let me bring up the share the screen, and there we go. Is it on screen? Yes, it is. Perfect. I'm pressing the button. We've got 53 entries so far. So remember, I'm going to do 3 at a time, and yeah, I will ask you then to confirm you're here. I'll only ask you a couple times. So confirm that you're here and post your question. So the first person who's going to get a reading is
Hey,
Mirachi.
how exciting. I love this.
Uh-huh. Okay. And the next person on the list is going to be there should be music to go along with this. Janice.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful little doggy, Janice.
yeah,
I'm a big dog fan. I love
adorable.
dogs.
Yes. Yeah. And then and the winner is Butterflies Are Free. Perfect. Okay. So
Thanks, Shari, with the new Neptune Moon deck. Yeah, one of my favorites. It's a very, very powerful deck, that one.
yes.
You're lucky it's a limited edition too.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take that off the screen. We're back to us. And I see butterflies are free, said, yeah. Here, do I have a love interest? I'm going to star that. We'll get to you. So Janice and Mirachi, if you can let me know you're here. Hello, Sherry. And Clarence. Janice is here. Okay, Janice, please put your question in. And Mirachi, and I hope I'm saying that right. Meiraci. Let me know that you're here. Otherwise, perfect. Mirachi is here, and you too. Please post your question. And I'll keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, we'll go down and all right. Well, we've got Butterflies Are Free has got her question in, so we're going to start with her. And she wanted to know, is there a new love interest coming?
Okay, well, I'm ready to go because I thought while you were reading that, I'd get started so you can shuffle your
Please
card.
do. Yes.
Now, okay, so the cards told me, the new deck that I'm using today told me I will struggle a little bit if to read love type questions. So I've pulled a couple from this deck and then I've pulled a couple from my tarot as well. So this one here is saying that it's all about reflection. So it says self-awareness across lifetimes, but reflection is about what you put out to the world. So putting out to the world that you're ready, that you're open, you're loving, and putting that energy out to the world manifests and attracts that loving energy back to you. So it's about what you're reflecting out to the world will come back to you. So when you are ready, reflect it to the universe and that will come back to you. Now, the thing that I see around you is that there may be some issues decoding the love game, decoding how the love thing works, making new sparks, making new connections, decoding the signals. There may be a few issues around that, knowing, how to read a room, knowing when somebody is into you and, expressing that you're into somebody else. So you may struggle a little bit with the decoding of the signals around the love. Now, I do have the abundance card, 10 of coins. Abundance, of course, is not just money. Abundance is everything. It's about love. It's about joy. It's about expression. So this is a really good and favorable card. Indicates that when you are ready, the universe has a beautiful abundance waiting for you that they're going to. So if part of that abundance means you want love to be included in that basket, then that's what the universe has for you. Set it as one of your goals. You're one of your stepping stones. Make small steps to get yourself back out there and you will achieve whatever you set your mind to. But always think about harmony and balance, being that what energy you put in is reciprocated and that energy comes back to you. So you don't want it to be a partnership, and put this in your little basket of things that you want when you're putting it out to the world. You want somebody that's going to equally love you as much as you love them. So really a nice balanced and harmony, somebody that has the qualities that you don't have, somebody where you help them in ways your qualities combine. They're not identical, they are in harmony, so they work to strengthen each other's qualities.
Yes, absolutely.
Hope that makes sense.
It makes sense with what I got.
Good.
So yeah, I got prepare and organize. So yeah, prepare for this. Like Trish said, if this is something that you that you want, and this is something that you're ready to get into again, then start setting the intention. Start envisioning the kind of person that you want to be with, and you can get specific about their qualities. You want someone that's kind, that's generous, that's understanding. Whatever is going to work for you, put that out there. Once you've got that, it's slow pace. Take your time. You do not have to, have coffee with someone and then have dinner with them the next night. And then the third night, you're planning the wedding. Take your time, get to know the person, get to know their family. I'm a great believer in watching the way and paying attention to the way that a man treats his mother, because
Mm,
that will often tell you how he is going to treat you. So, yeah,
great
keep
point.
that in mind.
Mm.
And home and family. So things, um, you want to be able to share some of the same values, the same beliefs, the same principles in life. But it's also nice to sometimes have something that's a little different, so that um, you can have things to discuss. I think there's nothing better than a good conversation with someone that you can walk away going, well, you know what? I never thought of it that way, but I'm looking at something different. So, all right. Okay. And there we go. Thank you. And I hope, butterflies, that resonated with you. Okay. And so we have got Janice. Janice would like just a general reading, please.
So I found Genesis. I managed to scroll through and find Genesis reading. So general purpose for you, I've pulled from my new immortal cycle, the one that I'm practicing on to make sure it works.
Yes.
So feedback here with these cards would be good if you understand what they're saying. Now, first card that I've got is Ashes from the Past. So this can indicate something from your past coming back, like a memory, a nostalgia, thinking about the past. You could be thinking about past decisions that you've made, even with energy of like why, when, what if kind of energy. But this card also represents tower moments as well. Now, tower moments are not always scary. Tower moments come in when you've got big changes coming, and sometimes those changes are better. So sometimes it may seem scarier. It does say collapse, meaning it's the tower card energy, but sometimes things happen to make improvements, and it may seem difficult and challenging at the time, but overall it has your highest purpose in mind. So it's only coming in not to make your life a mess, not to make the situation worse, but to tell you it's time for you to move on, or it's time for something better to come for you. Now, and part of that I've got here is the code translator saying that it's learning to decode the signs that's coming forward. So sometimes we get little synchronicities or little signs to say, hey, this path for you needs to come to an end. We've got something beautiful coming for you. We've got something new coming for you, or we'd prefer maybe for your highest alignment if you shift your energy a little bit. So it's learning to read those little signs that are coming in, so you can learn to just go with the flow, so that though when it comes in, it's not going to be as hard. It's not going to be a complete chaos tower moment. This path's ended, here's the new one. You want to go with the subtle flows that are coming in, so that way the changes just happen naturally, and it's going to be much easier. Need balance, definitely need some balance going on for you. So whether that's home, work, life balance, play balance, having fun as well as working, or whether that's balance between relationships. You're saying that you're lacking a little bit of balance right now, and you really need to work on balancing your energies. Even it could even be energies. You've got some renewed passion coming in. So that can be a passion for a new project. You might start to feel an energy for, doing something new, or a re-sparking of some kind of passion, whether that's a relationship or a person or a thing like a project. But it's saying overall, finish you with a beautiful happy card, because you've started with the tower. So we're finishing you saying luck is on your side. You've got the card of luck, prosperity, growth, that it's all for a good purpose. Hopefully that makes sense.
Perfect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget, you guys, if you want to get it in for an opportunity to get a reading from Trishe and I, type in #Oracle in the comment section, and you'll see I'll be pulling 3 more names, and you'll see how that is done. So, Janice, what I got for you, and these are interesting when I was listening to Trish talk, I got comfort zone, and then I got friendship, company, unexpected surprise, and then truth revealed. So it made me think that there is we all have those people and those relationships in our life that we become comfortable with. They don't tax us in any way. They're just something that we fall back on. And sometimes we get lost in that comfort zone, because it's easier to deal with even people that we might have a little bit of strife with, because we've known them forever and ever. And who wants to invest time to go find a new friend, a new love relationship, or so on. So we kind of tend to accept things that maybe initially we wouldn't have accepted. So this comes in terms of friendship and company. So the it and I'm thinking with the tower moment, it could very well be that there is a friendship that just all of a sudden makes you wonder if you should carry on with that friendship. It is entirely possible that it has simply run its course, that there are people come into our lives for a reason or a season, and it's okay. It's all right to do that. So I think that there might be you might find that you're quite happy with kind of letting a relationship go, and realizing that whatever the purpose of the relationship was, it has been fulfilled. It doesn't mean that they are a bad person. They have fulfilled that role in your life, and it's okay. And you can send them away with light and love. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be anything nasty. You can just say, well, we used to be friends. It was a great friendship. We parted ways, right? So I hope that resonates with you. Okay.
Beautiful. It's like that reason, season, lifetime. People come into our lives.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And here we go. And Mirachi said, well, I have a successful business with my home on same location in Florida or other states, such as North Carolina, in 2030-ish. Okay. 2030 is a little far out. Yeah.
There'll be many changes that will put you in different directions. So if you read something like that for 2030 now, there's going to be lots of choices that influence that path by the time we hit 2030. But we can read the energies around you now and the decisions you're making now and how they'll lead. But once you start making changes and different directions, you change your course.
Yeah, absolutely. And I noticed one of the other things that that Mirachi had put in was either that question or information about their clairs. So maybe we can take a look at the clairs. And
yes, clairs. Celestial gifts.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And Mirachi's clairs. Oh. Mm.
Okay, so I'm going to read the cards that I've pulled so far, and then I'll come back and let you know what Spirit wants you to work on for your clairs or your psychic gifts. Now, first of all, I've got, when it comes to your business, it's about, okay, so I've got a couple of things. There's going to be some challenges around growth. Now, that might be to do with how you've said, to do with being in the same location. There may be some challenges. Challenges aren't anything to be scared of. Challenges just means that you're going to have a bit of endurance and work a bit harder to make things happen the way you want them to happen. So you can always overcome different challenges, but you've just got to put in that little bit of extra energy or effort to make sure it happens. Now, endurance says you're willing to carry the mountain and keep walking, which means you're willing to do the work that needs to be done to get you the outcome that you want to get. So as long as you keep that in mind when coming across any upcoming challenges in that situation, you're going to be okay. Now, one of those things might be around grounding, and grounding is putting in roots. So it's about where you plant your roots. So it is tied up into where your business is and where your roots will be. So part of the challenges and the endurance energy that you're supposed to have is to do with where you're planting your roots. So whether the planting of the roots is causing issues and challenges, or whether there'll be issues and challenges around getting roots where you need them to be. But as long as you're having that resilience and that endurance to carry the workload and do the effort, do what needs to be done, you're going to be okay. Saying treat yourself, you need to treat yourself, just as a nice little general message for you coming up, and see both sides. So look at both options here. So take a look at, because I didn't quite understand what that last part of that question meant, but it's saying from your perspective, take a look at both options, both paths. Having your work in the same location, having your work in a different location. So take a look at the outcome for both and be open to that. As far as your clairs go, I didn't get any actual clairs, but Spirit would like you to do some chakra balancing, working on your whole chakras, because that's going to improve all of your clairs, whatever they are, whatever your natural gift is. Balancing your chakras, doing some meditation or visualization. You don't even have to meditate, because not everybody can. Just visualize the colors or just ask with the intention that your chakras are clear and balanced. And evidence manual is going to be really important for you. So every little thing that happens around your spirituality, what abilities you have, write it down, because you'll forget it. If you don't, you'll forget, and you'll start to see a little manual of evidence that points you in a certain direction. So that's going to help you get clarity around what your clairs are yourself. Hope that makes sense.
Perfect. Wonderful. I got the first card that I pulled was be open to receive. So if you want to know where spirit is leading you and what it is that it wants for you to concentrate on, be willing to receive the message. I think that you're probably intuitive, and people might say that you're lucky. You seem to get all the breaks. It's not so much that you get all the breaks, is you tend to listen to your intuition and you tend to follow your intuition, and that's why things work out well. So when you get the answers, when you are listening to what spirit is telling you, I get relief and answers. You are getting the answers, and I do agree with Trish. Write them down so that you can then go back and say, aha, see, yeah, this happened, this is what I thought, this happened, because that, and it will bring a sense of relief, because sometimes you doubt yourself. You know what you know, and sometimes you know it without being able to explain how you know it. By keeping track, this will point you in the right direction in terms of, okay, this is what I need to pay attention to. I think that you're going to find a lot of adventure along the way. And like I said, I do think you're a bit of an empath, because I also got love and connection. You tend to you can size people up fairly quickly, and you can spot the BS artist from a mile away. So that's, and as for the name of a particular clair, you might have 2 or 3.
Yeah. Don't limit.
More than
Why
one.
why put a limit? Why limit yourself to one clair ability? Why not just be open to all of them, open to receive
Exactly.
them all?
Exactly.
Mm.
Hey, Book, nice to see you. All right. So here I will I will now pull out the tool again, and you'll get to see
This is
how
exciting. I get
I,
excited to see the names scroll through.
I know. I know. So share the screen, and let's see who our next 3 winners are. And and Old Windwalker, let us know you're here and what your question is. And I love the fact that you have orcas on you as your little avatar, because the orca is one of my spirit animals.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is Danielle Maria. And I'm writing these down, because if I don't, I'll
Yeah, that's a good
yeah,
idea.
I'll
I
forget.
forget whose name
I'll
looks here. I
forget.
think you had them highlighted in blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they were like light blue, just I think.
Okie dokie. And Linda Bishop.
Yes,
right.
and remember, I just read somebody's comment. This is entertainment purposes only. You are responsible for all decisions that you make. This is just general purpose guidance for you, but every decision you make is your responsibility.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out.
Mm.
All right. And I will take that off the screen. Okay, so Old Windwalker, Danielle Marie, and Linda Bishop, let us know you're here, and let us know what your question is. And I'm just scrolling up to see if there was anything there. Okay, nothing yet. Old
So
Windwalker,
in. Yep.
I got you. And
Horton, okay.
let us. Yeah, Danielle Maria, Linda Bishop, let us know. And all right, I will give you guys a minute to for Danielle and Linda Bishop to say hello and let us know what your question is. And if I don't hear from you, then I'm just going to pull two other people. So, all right. So, Old Windwalker wanting to know, should I move closer to work, or will I get a different job sooner than later, or anything I need to know if more important? Okay, just double checking. And Linda Bishop. All right. If you've got something, go for it.
Okay, the cards that I've got pulled for. Oh, I've got the company card. So first of all, I've got, and I'll give you your best one first. You had the victory card. So you had the victory card, which means, and it says, attempt succeeds. Oops, let me pick that up again. The tide will be turning in your favor. So it's a good, the tide is turning and it's going to be turning in your favor. But I do see changes coming up around you, because I've also drawn the Tower card. Tower card, as I said, it's not negative. We have to stop being fearful of the Tower card. The Tower card has our best intentions in heart. So we see the Tower in the tarot and we think, oh no, what catastrophe is going to happen? It's not always like that. It just means there's big changes happening for you, but changes that's going to bring in victory for you. So the cards are saying deep down you have an awareness. You're very tapped in. You're very intuitive. You kind of know already what the right move is for you. And they're saying that you need to tune into your own awareness, because the answer is already within you. So you know what you need to do. Now, I've got the Twin Flame Voyager. I'm not sure why it's come out for you with this question, but it is saying that you're going to be either working with another person. It says embodies path of sacred union. So you're either going to be combining two things, working together with another person, or somehow there's a union going on here, like the two things are joined, what you're asking, moving to, maybe it's job sooner or later. It's a union. It's putting both things together. It's bringing them together. But you're going to start seeing the veil's going to be lifting for you. You're going to start to see some more insights and coming through. So more clarity is what I mean. Your path is going to be a lot clearer. There'll be some changes. There's going to be victory in the end, and you're going to have a little bit of clarity there, but you have to start being strategic and setting your goals and your intentions. Have more purpose and intention with what you want to do, and maybe even what company you want to work for, because this is company and friendship. So maybe even have a bit more if there's a certain company you want to work for, have a bit more strategy and plans moving forward. So think about where you want to be and start setting some goals, but not just goals, it's saying strategy moving forward. You need to make the steps yourself and do what needs to be done, whether that means approaching that company, sending your resume to that company, whatever it is you need. It's not just about up in the air vibrations and manifesting. That's while that is important, but so too is making steps and setting steps in motion and getting out on your feet and walking and making those things happen. But victory
Yes.
awaits you as your ending card. Hopefully that makes sense.
Absolutely. Hey, Sherry, glad you popped in. Thank you. Okay. So what I got was you need balance. So what you're looking for is you're trying to find a perfect solution when maybe what you should be looking for is, kind of a balance between the two things, whether it's getting a new job or moving closer to the job that you have. Which one is going to feel better for you when it comes right down to it? I also got a choice will be made. So if you're feeling that it might be time to move on from that company, that maybe you might want to seek out something new, think about that and give it some weight, because it could be spirit kind of nudging you in that direction, saying, you want to be the one that's making the decision about how you're going to go forward. You don't want to have to, you don't want to have to deal with someone else's decision in terms of how it's going to affect you. I also got, take a leap, and take action. And that's exactly what Trish was saying. Yeah, if you want to go forward, decide that this is how you're going to go forward. This is where you want to be. This is the situation that you're envisioning yourself in, and then take the necessary steps to get there. Because trust me, no one is going to knock on your door and say, hey, I understand you're looking for an extremely well-paid position in such and such. We thought of you and you're perfect for the job. Right? So you have to let people know what it is that you want. And then celebrate success and celebrate. So I think that it will work out exactly the way that it is supposed to, and the way that that you would like it to. So I do agree that it feels like almost like a choice has already been made. Like, yeah, you know what you need to do. You just want to kind of argue against it. So I hope that is helpful. And thank you. And I also want to say to Veronica, thank you very much for that lovely donation. That is kind. I certainly hope that you get picked. Okay. So Linda Bishop says, I'm here. I need to know about financial security for myself and the foreseeable future.
Okay, so I've pulled some cards, Linda. Now I've got a few little things going on around you, Linda. I feel you've got a bit of stress. There's a bit of anxiety and stress around you. Obviously, money does that, but I feel it goes a little bit deeper with you. It's going into a weariness, almost like a tired weariness energy, where you've had enough. You're at the point where it's like how much longer is this going to go for? I do have the discontent and loss card. That's where I'm getting this energy from. And I also got the card about sleeplessness. So you're having a bit of sleepless, restless energy. And you're getting to this point where it's like, how much more of this is going to happen? You've got that discontent and loss card. I see you worried about protecting yourself, protecting what's yours, protecting your home, because I've got the sanctuary sitting next to protection. So you're really in a state of really having to think about how you protect your environment, your sanctuary there. Now, I want to talk about the positive cards. I just wanted to get those difficult ones through first. Letting you know that I can feel your energy, sending you love, sending you blessings there towards your energy, and much abundance from the universe. And I've got to say too that the universe is so full of abundance. It's just like a tap. Picture it as a big tap. Turn that tap on and say, universe, I'm ready for your abundance. And picture that tap being turned on. So that flow comes down into your energy. It's got to come from the physics. So it comes from the spiritual and it works its way down through the layers. So it comes down through, the spiritual into the mental, into the emotional, into the physical. So if you're feeling and aligned to it on a heart level, and this is where this card's coming in. So if you can, once you're feeling it on a heart level, I'm abundant, I am lucky, the universe provides for me, the universe gives me everything I need. Once you can get that energy right, it's really going to, and visualize with the mental, that tap turning on and that abundance being opened up and coming through, you're going to have a breakthrough. And you're going to find progress. So it's going to be a breakthrough once you can work on those levels and feel it coming from spirit, the universe, down through the levels into the heart, and open up your heart and say, I am ready to receive. And even if you say, every day in perfect ways, I attract abundance. Every day in perfect ways, I attract abundance. Every day in perfect ways, I attract abundance. So do that 3 times every day, and the universe will know that's what you need to attract. So have a plan to succeed, and you will succeed. Vitality and joy for you, really, you need to pump up. That's where I'm feeling that energy. You've got to pick up your vitality, because that's part of manifesting. And this is the sleepy energy that I was picking up on, that restless energy. Sending you lots of love, Linda.
Yes, absolutely. I could not agree more, honestly. And that, and some of you have heard me say this before. When you go into a restaurant, the waiter will greet you, they seat you at a table, and they give you a menu. And you scan the menu, and the waiter takes your order. And once he's gone with your order, you sit back and you relax with the company that you're in, knowing that what you have ordered is going to be brought to your table. The only thing that you don't know is exactly when, in the next 30 seconds or in the next 2 minutes. Spirit works exactly the same way, and so does the universe. You did not follow that waiter into the kitchen to make sure that he gave the order to the cook. And you didn't stand over top of the cook to make sure that they did the meal the way that you wanted it. You did it all on faith. You put your order in, and then you sat back and you relaxed. That's how you manifest abundance. That's how you manifest a lot of things. Do not get caught up in the, oh yes, I'm ready for all the abundance the universe has to offer, but I don't know anyone who owes me money, and I'm not exactly sure if this is going to come in. That's not your job. That's not your job. Your job is to put your order in. So be ready to do that. I get proceed carefully. So, there might have been some things maybe in the past, some decisions that that you made that seemed like good decisions at the time, but it's kind of left you feeling in retrospect like they weren't that great. So now is your opportunity to reflect and to say, okay, well, given the same set of circumstances, knowing today what I didn't know then, yes, I would make some different decisions. But know that as you're moving forward in attracting the things that you want, be positive, be present. You're talking about things in the present. I consistently receive abundance in all its forms. I am now ready, willing, and able to receive all the abundance that is coming my way. So, you know, and it will happen. I think your financial situation, well, it may be a challenge for a little while, okay? But let me put it this way. It's not, the outcome isn't going to change because you're sitting back worrying about it and going through it over and over and over again. Just you do what you can, you move forward and do the best that you can, and have faith that the rest will manifest itself, that it will come in. So I hope that's beneficial to you, Linda. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for being here. I know that you've got your own show to do here in a few minutes, so thank you. And Allie, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. And so Danielle Maria says, in the position that I'm in, I have to live with my grandparents for the last 6 years. They took control of everything, and standing up for myself makes it worse. What can I do to get me and my life back?
Okay, difficult energy. I'm seeing a lot of challenges around you. So affected by the external. So this is what you're describing, just letting you know that the cards are on it. They can see what you're going through. They can see that what's on around you affects you internally. But I see it affecting more than just them controlling your life. It's also affecting your confidence. It's affecting how you go moving forward. It's almost like you're struggling to move forward because there's an issue with either how you see yourself, your self-worth, your self-value. That's what I'm seeing. And I see that because I've got 2 cards which are talking about reflection. Both of these cards here are seeing how you see yourself, the reflection you have of yourself. I think that's been damaged. I think the control here and not being able to stand up for yourself, it's and I don't want to say PTSD or kind of that traumatic energy that affects it's affecting your vibration. So it's affecting your energy. It's making it difficult for you to see yourself in your true, beautiful essence. So you've got it, once you realize that you're a beautiful soul and you can get that mirror to reflect that back to you. You know, we're not just these bodies living these lives. We're more than that. We're a beautiful God spark, and you've got to remember that. Don't let anyone ever take your power away like that. And I know you said standing up for yourself is difficult, so you need to protect yourself, and you need to make sure you've got beautiful boundaries. Boundaries, being able to set boundaries in the conditions that you're in. This is physical, but it's also spiritual. I don't want you to put yourself in an unsafe situation. So I want you to be very careful, but I want you to build on your internal. There's a lot of internal work that needs to be done with you. And it's a lot of connecting back to your beautiful soul spark and realizing you're part of God. You're a soul spark of God, and you don't ever forget that. This card is about boundaries, setting boundaries on the physical, but it's also about putting up those energetic boundaries because you're very drained. You've got all this leaking energy going out spiritually that's being zapped away from you, and that's affecting who you are and any chance you have of having strength to move forward. So you've got to do a little bit of work there on your inner, your internal, how you see yourself, how you view yourself, to be able to move forward. I do see that you need to treat yourself. You're in a state where you're not being kind to yourself. Saying you really need to be kind to yourself. Value yourself is very important here. See yourself in a whole different light. This is insight. Looking at that you are a beautiful spirit and you're a beautiful soul spark of God. You're not just this physical meat suit that's being controlled. So you need to reevaluate the insight that you have on yourself and start valuing yourself. I do see there's a resistance here with your living conditions, the situation. They're not changing. They're not going. This is the bull. Stubbornness, it is a resistance and it's not going to change. But you need to learn to work on building that inner strength. Once you can build that inner strength and it comes from you, but make sure you've got your boundaries, make sure you've got those energetic borders around you as well, because sometimes when people can sense you getting stronger, they like to knock you down a peg or two. So you make sure you've got those beautiful energetic boundaries up, but you've got a lot of internal work to do that's before you've got the strength and courage to move forward. Doesn't mean that you have to be nasty or fight back or stand up and have confrontations or anything. First, it starts with that inner building of you understanding that you're a beautiful soul spark of God and God is here to help you. So, and whether you take that religiously or whether you take that as spiritually, and it's not anything to do with me. It's just saying you've just got to have that love, that inner love that's going to help you build on the inside, put your protective boundaries up. You need to strengthen yourself before you can make any changes, big changes, and get yourself out of that situation. Bit of internal work happening first.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's funny. I got changing direction. I got transform, grow, and I got support system. So yes, it is time to change direction. It is time to take back some of your own sovereignty over yourself. They stepped in when you needed someone who was going to guide you. I think that you realized that this was probably going to be a short-term thing. They saw it more as you still need protection from yourself. So in order to do that, to kind of change directions, yeah, Trisha's absolutely right. It starts from within. It starts from building yourself up so that when you are expressing what it is that you want, when you're expressing what your needs might be, or what it is that you want to do in the future, you're approaching it from a place of grounding, from a place of being solid. You're not and there's a big difference between, aggressively saying, I'm going to do this and you can't stop me, and saying, you know what, I think that, now is the time for me to stand on my own 2 feet. I appreciate for the lessons that you have shared with me and the things that you have taught me. And going forward, this is what I'm going to be doing. And then you don't come across as I don't want to say whiny, but you don't come across as kind of being a child that needs direction. And that's what happens when you build yourself up from inside, where you know who you are, you have faith in who you are, you know what you can do, and you're going forward in that confidence. Yes, there are going to be some people who are going to say, oh yeah, well, but have you considered this? And how about that? And have you thought of this? You can't possibly handle that. Those are things that people say when they want to elicit an emotional response from you. And if they want an emotional response, then generally that's because, yeah, they see you getting stronger and they want you to feel like you're needy. Okay. So the transform and grow is working on yourself and building yourself up, because you were knocked down a few pegs, and sometimes you got to reach up to touch the bottom. So this is working your way up so that you are it reflects in how you stand, it reflects in how you speak, it reflects even in your presence when you approach things, and you kind of stand in your power instead of walking into a room going, oh hi, don't look at me, right? So part of what you're going to need with that is a support system. So if that means reaching out to someone who is maybe in the mental health field, or someone who can a mentor in some ways, and definitely maybe even a support group that can help you build your confidence. And then once you do that, when you approach things and you feel stronger, you will see how many things will crumble before you. People will realize that, oh, okay, well, yeah, she's moving out. She found an apartment, and wow. So yeah, I hope Danielle, that resonated with you. Yeah.
And thank you, everybody in the comments. They're all saying how well we work together, Marina.
Oh,
I feel it. I feel it for sure. Yeah.
I, you know what? Sometimes things just work out really,
Yeah,
really well.
yeah.
So yeah, thank you, you guys. All right, I think we've got. Are you okay? You're still okay?
I've got to be out by the hour because I've got my grandchildren coming. It's coming for a visit.
All righty. Well
But
then,
I'm not
okay.
sure if is that the third one on this group?
Let me
I
see.
didn't jump ahead. I couldn't find another one.
No, that was the third one.
Good.
Now, I'll tell you what. Here's what we can do. Is Veronica had given a
Yes.
donation.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's just
Yep.
very
Let's do
quickly
that.
get into that, and then that will take us to the top of the hour. And yeah, you can be you can spend time with your grandbabies. I wish I had grandbabies, but
Yeah.
my son tells me he's barely um, responsible enough to look after the litter box. He can't be trusted with a human. So,
Yeah. They're hard work. That's for
yes,
sure. Let me just pull you some cards, Veronica. I'll just switch this
yes,
mic off while I shuffle.
yes.
Concentrate.
Thank you. Okay. My business going soon. Mm, interesting, Veronica. Really interesting. I did shuffle. I did shuffle. Okay. What I got was changing direction. Um, you've been thinking about maybe looking for something different because you've put a lot of effort um, into um, into trying to grow your business, but it's almost like it it's become more work than it is pleasure. So you're thinking that maybe it might be time to um, not work so hard, and maybe if you did put an effort somewhere at a company, you don't have to worry about all the little things that go with the business. You simply show up, you do what you need to for 8 hours, and you get paid. I also got relief and answers. So I think that you kind of what you're really looking for is for someone to say, yeah, time to put your business aside, go out and get a job. You're waiting for someone to tell you to go ahead and do that. Well, it's a decision that you have to make for yourself. Don't wait for someone else to tell you. You too got support system. So there are people there who are ready, willing, and able to step in and help you out if you let them. And your job is to allow them to come in. Don't think that you have to handle everything on your own. And remember that when people come in and when they offer help, when they want to share things with you, sometimes if we pretend that we're too strong and we don't need their help, we are depriving them of the opportunity to be of service. And that could be on their life path. So allow them to do that. But I think, yeah, I think you know what you need to do. You just want someone to say it, and you need to be the one to say it to yourself and be okay with the decision.
Yeah, Maria, I completely agree, 100%. How especially with the whole changes, I'm getting the same thing, but like you said, deep down what you need to
Yeah.
do. So the cards that I have for you is that there's a sense of wariness. We've got the weight bearer indicating that you're getting a little over it. It's a wary, heavy energy. You've been trying to carry this burden, hoping that everything's going to get lighter, the load's going to get lighter, but it's a weariness. So and I have for you endings. So I don't want to be the one to tell you. I want you to be the one to tell you. Like Marina says, you know what you have to do. But the card here is indicating there's endings coming because there is new opportunities coming your way. So whether you're changing up what you were doing as far as your business, or you find something else that's a spark of passion, but there's some kind of endings coming for something better. This is new opportunities. And I have the Radiant Dawn. This is my action orientated deck. So this is my deck that I use when it says, what can I do to move forward? How can I get myself out of this block? What do I need to do? This is my wands suit. So it's my fire cards. What do I need to energetically do to help myself move forward? Well, it is saying that there's going to be some endings coming, but the endings can't come. The new opportunities cannot come, the new beginnings, until you close old doors. So once you close off certain parts of your business, change it out a little bit, or just change it completely. Once those doors close, you have new doors coming open. This is a card of artistic flair. So something that brings passion, joy, creative ability, something, and it's maybe even you might be doing something creative, but it's changing it the way you're doing it. I also had the Sanctuary card, which is, these are new, I'm learning what they mean, the space where love creates when the world is in chaos. So this is a space that love creates when everything around you is in chaos. So have a little hard think about, are you creating an environment of love? Do you love what you do? Are you putting out to the world that I love what I do? This is all me. This is my heart in it. Or does it just feel heavy and weary because you're attracting more of that to you? But you've got some beautiful doors opening, beautiful opportunities coming your way, but you just need to learn to let go of the old ones. And I had to do it. I hung on to a business for 25 years, and it was a successful business, and I loved it, and I was so passionate about it. Photography, I was a photographer for 25 years, creative, loved it, but that last 12 months, my passion was gone. It just became migraines. It just became headaches and issues around bookings and people turning up and all kinds of chaos. I should have read the signs earlier that the universe wanted me to close, because now I get to do this. So if I only just followed and closed those doors sooner, I would have opened new ones much sooner. So yeah, keep that in mind as well, Veronica.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Veronica, I hope that was helpful. And I do thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. I'll remind you again to please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us get the message out in front of people who really want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know where we are. They don't know who we are.
Yeah.
So,
and we just want to help. We just want to help.
Exactly. So yeah, when you do that, subscribing, it doesn't cost you anything.
And that helps us.
And it helps us. Exactly. Yes. So thank you to all of you. And Trish, we'll do this again. This was fun.
I've loved it. It's always so easy, and I've loved it. And like everybody's saying, we work well together, and I love it. It's just been so easy, and all of our readings just sync up together.
I know.
It's just that insight that everybody needs to know, that this is what Spirit wants you to know.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, all right, you guys, thank you for being here. And well, just keep checking our YouTube pages, and you'll find out when we'll do this again.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, all.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.